Welcome back everybody to another episode of High School Romance. Last time we made it onto the track field team, and now it's Friday, and for some reason we are talking to the principal again with her tiny ass little crown in her hair. Oh god, I don't remember the voice I gave her. May I please have your attention for the morning announcements? As many of you are aware, our festival weekend is quickly approaching. Festival weekend? I hadn't heard about this. Setting up a booth or exhibition can earn you extra grade points. You will have 1 week to prepare, so please make use of the weekend. The festival begins next Friday, prior to our first term break. Further information will be provided on handouts, which can be obtained from your class representative. Please review these for the submission guidelines. I look forward to your many wonderful submissions. Let's make this year's festival our best one yet. I'm sure Hoshi will have to participate. She doesn't really need the extra credit, but it would be expected of her. I don't really need any extra points either, and I don't know what I would put together if I did. It doesn't look too specific as long as there's some academic or school related topic. I'll keep the handout, but I don't think I'll be doing anything for it. He'll be wearing a bunny suit outfit and it's gonna be a bunny suit made cafe. I'd rather focus on my studies. Shoji, you heard the announcement this morning, right? About the festival? Yes, that one. If you're working alone, it's a really big project to finish in a week, on top of schoolwork. I was wondering if you wanted to lend a hand. Not to worry though, I already started preparing the material since I knew it was coming up. Of course she did. So I just need some help putting the actual booth together. There are actually prizes for the best exhibit, but really I just want to make an impression. A good exhibit reflects well on the class, even if it's a school-wide event. The competition never really stops. Unfortunately, you would be right in that assessment. So in the interest of our class, I'd really appreciate your help. No surprise there either. You'll help me, won't you? Uh-oh, we'd better hurry and get to the gym. Do you know what we're doing there today? I'll make you copies of our festival materials afterwards. Wait, I didn't even get to agree. Oh well, it's not like It's not like I have anything better to do than help Hoshi. Hey, Shoji! Ah, what are you doing in here? Just finished changing. But barely, that could have been bad. Listen, I'm glad I caught you. I wanted to ask you something. You know about the festival coming up, right? We get to pick what we make an exhibit on. And if you weren't already planning on doing anything, I thought we could make one about the track and field. It's fitting, since we're both on the team, right? I think it would be really cool. If we do it well enough, it might show up all those other sports who think they're better than us. Like those dirty fencers and the tennis people. Oh gosh, I hate those tennis people. I want to tear them apart! Just because we don't use a ball doesn't mean we're not good at sport. Maybe I'm just bitter. Still, I'd love to hear any ideas you have for it. We better go though. I don't want to end up doing gym in my underwear. See you out there. Wait, I'm supposed to help for both? Why does everyone just assume I'm going to agree? Oh man, what do I do? Oh no, I'm going to be late for gym. Well, later than normal. And now he's in his pajamas. His cute, pink, fluffy pajamas. After both Selina and Hoshi asked me to help with a project, they didn't mention it again. But now I just woke up to 2 messages on my phone. They both want me to meet them after class today to help. Wasn't it Friday? Is it Monday now? I don't want to have to favor either one of them, but what choice do I have? So who do I help? Well, we already had a date with Hoshi where she was super drunk. We haven't really had much time to talk with Selina, and really Hoshi is our main squeeze right now. Yeah, I think we're going down the Hoshi road for this one. Hoshi did ask me first And she already has a lot of responsibilities being class rep. I should help her. Thank you for agreeing to help me with this. I decided to focus on an academic topic. But I also wanted something that's going to attract people's attention. So I'm documenting the difference in nonverbal communication between men and women. I think it'll work well because I can approach it from an educational standpoint, but I have lots of visuals. I can use body language examples from popular boy band singers. Though I don't know too much about those. We could also have a poster called What He's Trying to Tell You. That should be really popular with the girls. And if it's academically based, the teacher should approve. But why this topic of all things? If she inspects my body language too hard, she might just fight me out. I never even thought about something like that. Is it really all that different between genders? Sexes. No, actually, wait, genders was used correctly here. Point taken back. That can certainly be part of the hypothesis. From what general knowledge I have about the subject, yes. But I haven't actually studied it. Will you help me research it? I've already agreed, so I guess I don't have much choice. Sure, I'm not sure where to start. If we have time, it would be good to conduct some of our own research. For now, though, let's head to the library. I'm sure we can find credible articles that have been published. Can't we just use a search engine? Of course not! We need academic articles, not a top 10 list from some random blog. Gosh, why are you so fucking stupid, Shoji? Don't be such a fucking stupid nerd. I wonder if everyone else is putting this much effort into it. The whole school is talking about the upcoming festivals. It's a nice change of pace from worrying about tests and exams. Smaxy. But there's still something I can't stop worrying about. The fact that both Selina and Hoshi expect me to help them today. I don't like having to choose between them, but the projects are too different. I'd be useless if I tried to help both of them at the same time. We'd never get anything done. So who should I help today? Still Hoshi. I'm really glad you showed up. Can you do me a favor? Can you look at these pictures and tell me what you think of the people are feeling? Faces have been blurred out, so you can't see the expression at all. You have to tell strictly from a posture. Since I'm doing a study of body language, I'm making this into a game of sorts. It'll be informational, but fun too. It's gonna be edutainment. Oh yeah, that's a thing I just came up with because I'm so brilliant. People can see how good they are at reading body language. Sure, I can look over these. Also, make sure to know differences between male and female body language. That's the hypothesis of the whole exhibit, so we need to include it in all aspects of the booth. This doesn't seem too hard. Then we need to make copies of these pictures for everyone in the school, just in case. That's a lot of copies. Now that it's the middle of the week, the projects are all over the place. Some of the girls who were procrastinating are in a panic now. I bet they're the ones who need extra points the most. The tension is pretty high. I hope Hoshi and Selina are both doing okay. Now that I think about it, I haven't told either of them I was going to help today. Who should I help today? It's hard to believe it's Wednesday already. I stayed up so late doing homework last night I could barely concentrate. Are we going to have to do this one more time on Thursday? Because Friday is the beginning of a festival, right? On a positive note, however, I have most of the exhibit's research completed. Can you help me glue these pictures onto this poster board? Sure, no problem. So, which one do you think is cutest? What? Which one of these boys? To attract people to my body language exhibit, I used celebrities from popular boy bands. Which do you think is cutest? The faces are blurred out. But you know what they look like, don't you? Just from the bodies? Is that a little creepy if you do? I don't really follow that kind of thing. I don't have much of an opinion, really, ... Really? Neither do I, but I know a lot of the other girls talk about it a lot. I thought maybe you did too. Haha, no, not really. Shoji? You've glued your hand to the poster. What? This is the last day to work on the exhibits for the festival. I heard rumors about some girls not getting any sleep because they worked through the night. I hope neither Hoshi or Selina had to do that. We'll have to actually set up the exhibit today and make sure everything looks right. That'll probably take a lot of time though. I won't be able to help both of them. Who should I help set up their exhibit? As if there was any question.
Shoji! I'm relieved you came. Setting up this body language exhibit is difficult. Can you give me a hand? These posters need to go on the screen behind us. And we're going to need a table out front here for the papers. I also made little booklets for how to read guys' body language. Do you like them?
You mean you made little guides for people to figure out that I'm actually a boy?
What a nice idea. It must have taken you a while.
Not really. I just made one and then the rest was copying and stapling, copying and stapling, copying and stapling, copying and stapling. Knife goes in. Alright. They're not very large. Thank you for helping me. This would be a huge project otherwise, and I do want everything to look good. Don't worry about it. Besides, you were so prepared, it's not like we really need to rush. That's true. I feel bad for some of the girls who got a slow start. But I guess that's their own fault. So you didn't want to make an exhibit yourself? No, that seemed like a lot of work and I would rather just help out. I don't need the points anyway, and you have to put something together as the class representative. It's only right that I help you.
You're very kind, Shoji.
When we're done, I think this will look great. The festival really livened things up around here. It's nice to see the results, especially after how hard everyone worked. There's so many stalls about different things. Some of the girls do have interesting hobbies and crafts. But there's really not much here I'd want to buy. Fans of flower crowns aren't really my style, even in my girl persona. Though, I'm not going to turn down cotton candy. A guy can have a sweet tooth after all. Maybe I'll grab some after I visit Selina and Hoshi though. Wow, her store looks busier than I expected. I'm going to have a drink of water right now. Ooh, the first one here is a crepe stand. Oh yes, that hit the spot.
Now, what do you think his body language is saying about her? He's definitely into her.
How do you know that?
Well, I don't know exactly.
You might realize why you think that if you look through the book. It lists some subconscious cues that we pick up on.
Oh, hold on, let me check it out.
She's really teaching them how to read body language? I'd better stand like some of the girls around here.
Okay, so he's leaning slightly toward her rather than away, and his feet are actually pointed in her direction. That means he isn't subconsciously thinking about leaving the conversation. Plus, his hands are tucked into his pockets, leaving his chest open. If he was closed off to the conversation, he'd cross his arms instead.
Excellent! That's completely right. Here's a picture with his face not blurred out. See, now it's much easier to tell that he's interested in her. But you can tell that, and maybe even more, without seeing his face as well. Isn't that a little too analytical? And Shoji here is very perplexed about something. But we don't need to see her body language to know that. Sorry, I was just thinking. How's it going? Your booth looks pretty popular. It is! Once word got around that there was a stall for figuring out what guys are thinking, well, I'm sure you can imagine. Why couldn't she have made a stall about what girls are thinking? I'm glad it turned out so well. Has our teacher been by yet? Yes, all of the teachers came around to look at the stalls before the festival was open to anyone else. They seemed pleased with my materials and presentation. That's good to hear. It looks like you're going to be busy for a while, so I'm going to go look at some of the other stalls. Just as I predicted. After all, your feet were turned the other way. But that's a little scary, you know. Oh, sorry. I'll try not to overanalyze you if you're not comfortable with it. I mean, it's not like I have any reason for you to not analyze me. It's just, it looks like Selina's at her store. I should probably go say hi. Sure, Shoji, that's fine. Enjoy the festival. There aren't as many people at Selina's booth, but these must all be sports enthusiasts. And here's one of our very own track stars now. Why didn't we put your face up there in the collage, Shoji? I'm not that good. I'm not even better than you. Isn't she modest? It's not modesty. I've literally never beaten her. Anyway, why don't you volunteer to demonstrate the ideal running pose for them? That's not how volunteering works. What does she mean by ideal running pose anyway? She didn't prepare me for this. I just run in whatever way feels natural. I always run like this. See? Incorrect form can lead to injury or slow you down, which is one of many reasons why track is such a difficult competitive sport. Is she trying to convince them that track is harder than their sports? I can't say I'm surprised. Selina's usually competitive whenever she can be, but she doesn't seem to take winning or losing too seriously, so I guess she just likes the thrill. The thrill of a kill. So, how are you enjoying the festival, Choji? This is your first one with our school, so I guess you're kinda like a freshman in that way. You can still be impressed by this kind of thing. If it's your fourth time around, it kinda loses a chance. I think it's really interesting. You can tell that everyone worked hard on it. Yeah. I heard the teachers went around this morning and took down booths that weren't any good. They can do that? Anyway, there's one good remark since there's so much informational research. It'll also help get some more of the underclassmen interested in trying out for track next year. Sounds like you rehearsed that pretty well. I'd like to cover all the bases. But it's actually true, you know. Miss Rowan's pretty desperate to find someone to replace us once we graduate. Unless you manage to beat me, though, I think my track record is pretty safe where it stands. Well, I haven't caught up yet. No, but maybe you will. It's still pretty early in the year. I'm glad you stopped by. I'll see you this afternoon once it starts getting dark. What? Why? The fireworks display, obviously. Didn't you hear about it? No, I must have missed it. How? It's the coolest part of the whole stupid festival. Every year the teachers get together and set up fireworks in the sports field. Then the whole school goes out to watch. After they've done it, when everything is already over. Last year one of our teachers lost her eyebrows. That sounds safe. It's a great time. In fact, it's the only part of the festival that's never boring. It's what everyone looks forward to after all the work they do on their boobs. You're going to go, right? Yeah, I definitely will. Great, then I'll have someone to sit with. I mean, if you're okay with that. Sure, that's fine. Okay, see you there, Shoji. Shoji! I got so caught up in the exhibit I forgot to ask you if you were coming to watch the fireworks. I knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew there was gonna be a choice! Which, I suppose you are, seeing as you're here. Haha. A bit silly of me to ask now, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't want to miss them. It looks like most of the schools here too. Hey Choji! Hi Hoshi! You came to watch the fireworks too? Yes, I didn't get to see much of the festival today since I mostly stayed at my booth. But I definitely didn't want to miss the fireworks. I feel you! By the time I started wandering around, some people were already packing up their things. We should find a place to sit. This way! I got here early and scoped out a good spot. This is actually a nice place to watch fireworks from. And we're not too crowded by other people. Let me sit in your lap, Choji. Wait, what? Why? Look at her. Both of them weigh more than he does. That came out wrong. What? Why? Ah, don't be a sport. I just want to sit with you. Why don't you sit next to me? I don't think I'd be able to see very well. Well, let's test it. Please don't sit on my lap. Hoshi, help me. I think you can probably see fine, can't you? Given the trajectory of the fireworks, there's really no way your head would be in your way. Oh, fuck you, Hoshi. Whose side are you on? Oh, fine. I just wanted to get some fun rumors going. Well, sorry to spoil your fun. The sun's almost set anyway, they should be starting soon. Ah, they really are pretty. A little loud though. My favorite part about fireworks is the sound they make, but I think it scares Hoshi. She jumps every time one goes off, and she was holding onto my sleeve a minute ago. Selina just cheers every chance he gets. We should have brought sparklers. Then that would give us something to do between fireworks. I don't know if I trust you with a sparkler. Probably wise. Here's the next one anyway. Our teacher kind of runs like a duck. I really didn't expect you to say something like that. It's just an observation. What happened? Nothing happened that time. Must have been a dud.
Woohoo! That was awesome! Best firework yet!
What are you saying? Nothing even happened. Encore! How did you manage to start a whole round of applause for a dud? She really is enthusiastic, isn't she? I think it's a mix between that and completely sarcastic, but I'm never sure which is which. It must be starting to wind down now. I lost track of time. I don't even know when we started laying down to watch them. Well, I better go clean up my stall. Oh, that's right. I need to do that too. I'll come with you. Have a good night, Shoji. Bye. Bye. I think my eye is twitching. Things like this just keep happening. I don't know if things are getting more normal or if I'm getting more crazy. But pretending to be a girl isn't half bad, really. Not when it gives me friends like those. Still, I can't help but wonder what they would do if they found out. They'd probably think I was some kind of pervert. Would we still be friends then? Could we ever be more? Or are our relationships like these fireworks, bright and blazing one moment, and then dark and silent the next? Wow, man! This game is really dropping some deep philosophy bombs on you. Alright, it's the next morning. And that means this episode is coming to a close. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, I say goodbye. Bye bye.